Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video today. We'll be talking about signs that you can recognize in your life that you are an empath. So this is for all the empaths out there, because there's many people which are still not able to recognize what is going on in their lives, why they are able to sense the energy in the room, how they are able to always sense the emotions of others, or their mood is shifting based on their environment and so on. Often people don't know what is going on. So I want to talk more about it, especially right now, because more and more people are actually waking up to that greater state of awareness that their energy is rising and they are becoming more aware of their environments. And suddenly, as all of those things that are happening on the world are happening right now, many people are sensing more intense pain, more intense maybe suffering, more intense fear, not just because of observing what is happening, but because people around them are going through those states of confusion and they're sensing their energy. So it's truly important right now to talk about it and how to use that energy. Firstly, empathy is coming from heightened senses. As your soul may be on much higher vibrations, usually it comes to the old souls, to more evolved souls, souls with more life's experiences. The souls are more experienced souls, and their energy is usually much stronger. And because you can have an old soul in your body, because of that higher energy, also your body's senses are more intense, more increased. And because we are experiencing the reality through our five senses, through seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touching, if all those five senses are increased, we will sense more than other people are sensing. You will be able to sense the vibration of a certain thing. You will be able to sense the emotions of somebody you meet. You will be able to recognize the hidden agendas and so on, as I was talking about it in the video about the superpowers of the empaths. You can go and check out that video if you're wondering about your superpowers, if you're an empath. So firstly, I want to remind you that not a soul in this world could take what's meant for you. So it means that whatever you are going through right now, you're going through it because it is meant for you in your life to wake you up to a greater understanding of yourself, of the spirit as you are having a human experience. And often we think of ourselves as humans searching for a spiritual awakening when in fact we are spiritual beings attempting to cope with a human awakening, and a great human awakening is happening right now. And more people are actually recognizing that we are the spirits having human experience. And as soon as we get into that state of awareness of being a spirit having a human experience, you get into a place where your senses about the purpose, why you are here, are increasing. As I mentioned before, our senses, like senses of empaths, are much stronger, much increased. It always comes also to intuition. Your intuition may be stronger, and you have that greater connection with the higher consciousness or your higher self, and you feel more connected if you're taking time for yourself. So what are the signs that you are an empath? The first sign is that you want to help others. And if you're already aware of that, you are like more evolved empath, highly awakened empath. If you want to help others, like doesn't matter where you are, you've been always drawn to helping others. Maybe you can find somebody on the streets who seem to need help, and you will be the first one there helping that person. Or maybe you are on social media and you just want to help, you're spreading the content which can help others to wake up, or however. Often we think that when it comes to spirituality and all of that, that the only help is spreading spiritual content or any kind of a form of energy healing and so on. But actually, when it comes to help, you're helping in any kind of a way. You can be in love with gardening and you can help people to learn more about gardening, about planting seeds. You can be fixing cars, and that's your way of helping others, passionately helping them to, to fix their cars or whatever it is. It's about investing your energy to help others. That's a beautiful serving. That's truly amazing way of serving. And most probably, like always, it happens that way, that it is completely natural. Like you are not thinking, oh, I must help somebody, oh, I need to help that person. You naturally feel the need to help. And if that's the case for you, often it can happen that you feel drained and you don't want to help, and then you feel bad about it. So those are actually our internal battles we need to recognize, and we need to become more aware. We need to expand our awareness in our internal state. To also recognize, well, we don't feel good about helping. Firstly, we need to help ourselves if we want to help others, right? If you're on an airplane and there will be something critical, and firstly you will need to pull the mask on yourself. When it comes to to that oxygen mask, firstly you will put it on your face, because firstly you need to help yourself so you can help others. How good you can be for serving if you are in lack of energy. So we need to learn to always firstly help ourselves, to always be connected with ourselves, to be grounded. If we want to help, but we don't have energy to help, it's time to ground yourself. It's time to take time for yourself and spend more time alone. It's all okay by recharging your batteries. It's all okay, my friends. The second sign that you're an empath is that you can tell when something is wrong. You feel that something is wrong. Maybe something is happening in your life, like maybe you are expecting something, but suddenly you experience a feeling like something is wrong, something is fishy, or whatever it is. You sense it, because as I mentioned before, your senses are more increased, and you can sense things beyond what eyes can see. And that's beautiful. It can always help us to take the right decisions or to take the right actions. So always pay attention to what you feel when it comes to certain things. Sometimes we have two different choices and we don't know which one to choose. But if we are able to in tune with our inner feeling, we'll always know what will be the right decision. So if you feel like something is wrong, or the opposite of that, you feel that this is the right thing, or you feel like maybe you get to certain places and you feel that something weird is happening here, or maybe something weird was happening here and the energy is still present. Sometimes when I remember when me and Maya were moving, and often you know when you go and check out certain places, you just feel the energy. And we were always visualizing when we were checking homes or things like that. And you know, you can feel when something is right or something is wrong, maybe when it comes to honesty of the owner of the home and so on. Or maybe you're buying a car or you're buying something and you meet with the owner or you meet with the buyer, and you can sense that something is not right. If that's you, you are an empath and you have increased senses. It can help you often, firstly, to find the truth in the certain situation, to recognize if somebody is lying to you or if that person is telling you the truth. It can help you to improve your life. And by knowing that, by being aware of that, you can also help others, because you can recognize that somebody is living too much of their lives on the surface and they don't know themselves really well. So you can help them, to guide them into their depths, to recognize who they truly are. So always, if we are evolving in those areas, when it comes to empathy, when it comes to sensing the energy of ourselves and the energy of others, it is truly powerful thing. And those are really amazing gifts. Often people think those are curses, like it's so painful when we are sensing the pain of others. But what is really happening, we just need to learn to use the senses. We need to learn to protect our energy. We need to learn to take more time for ourselves and truly to put ourselves on the first place, so we can recognize when to invest our energy and when to recharge our energy, when to help and when to just do nothing and maybe just relax and just ground yourself. Always look on yourself as a sacred being, a sacred spirit as you are, and always take care of your energy like that. The third sign that you are an empath is that you don't cope with violence or bad news as well as anything connected to it. Like, you don't cope with violence. You see something violent and you rather just go away from there. You don't want to be close to it because you know that it's not right. You just feel that it's not right. You want to help if you can, but if you can't, you most probably feel bad again about it, or you feel the negative energy which is present, and that is happening right now. Many empaths right now are hurting because we see what is happening around the world. And because often we can't physically help, we feel the pain of people which are suffering. And if we want to change that, the best way you can truly change it is to generate the energy of love. Generate the energy of love, because even if we are not helping physically, energetically we are all connected. On that great web of life, we are all connected. So even if mind can't truly understand that, every time you will place your attention to certain places and you will raise love in your body, you're generating love for those areas of the world. So that's how you can always use your truly great sacred energy to help others. If you can't physically help, doesn't matter if there's a violence or some bad things happening, and if you're feeling bad about it, just raise loving energy. If that's the only thing you can do, it is more than anything. It is truly more than anything, because nothing can be greater than the vibration of love. So always, when you will feel bad about something, that you're like, maybe you've been present when something bad happened, it will help you to firstly raise your mood, raise your energy, but at the same time you will be sending those healing vibrations to people or to places where a certain suffering is happening or something negative is happening. So my friends, always raise vibration of love. It will help you to get beyond that victimized state, and it will help you to project that loving energy towards the world. Then the next sign that you are an empath is that you always feel drawn into nature. You feel drawn into nature and you feel really good there. You feel connected with it, you feel grounded. Maybe you feel like really connected with animals, and it feels like you can communicate with them. It feels like the animals are just feeling you. And you can sit at the quiet places and you're just feeling good about it. If that's you, you are most definitely an empath. And that's amazing. That's also the way how you can recharge your batteries. If maybe your job is that you're spending a lot of time at crowded places, it can be quite draining when it comes to your energy. And spending a lot of time in nature can help you to balance your energy, to get back into that beautiful, coherent state from which you can see the world in more balanced way. And also when you see it in unbalanced way, in incoherent way, you're like easily able to project some love, some healing energy, like I said before. The next sign that you're an empath is that your mood changes based on surroundings. That's what I've mentioned at the beginning of this video, and it often happens. You get to a place where there's a beautiful energy. Sometimes those are homes where people which are living at those places are more grounded, more positive, and they are taking care of their surroundings. You feel really good when you get to places like that. But then you get to places where there's more like lower energy, more dense energy. Sometimes those are places where people are arguing, or places where people are, sometimes those are offices where people are stressing out over certain things, and you can feel that stressed energy. So if this is you, that your mood is always changing based on the surroundings, you are an empath. You have great senses about sensing the energy around you. And that can help you, firstly, to choose the right place for you, for living. And it can help you to find the right place to recharge your energies. Or when you're going out with your friends, it's much easier to choose where to go, where is the best energy to hang and to have those deep conversations, and so on. The next sign that you're an empath is that crowds overwhelm you. Why is that? You get to crowded places and it overwhelms you. So the thing is that each of us is a living story. Each of us is running like millions of stories in our minds, and because each story is remembered through certain emotions, each of us is always experiencing certain emotions. And you know that mind is always running, we are constantly feeling something. When we get to crowded places, there's like so many people which are generating all possible different energies based by their states of being. And it may happen that at crowded places the collective energy is more incoherent because of so much of different energies from different people. And you sense that incoherent energy, and that's what is overwhelming you. If that is happening to you, you rather spend more time alone, and it's okay, it's perfectly fine. That's where you're finding your greatest ideas and insights. That's where you're recharging your energy. I don't like to spend a lot of time at crowded places, and I feel good about it. I rather spend more time alone because that's where I'm truly plugged to what is inspiring me, to my imagination, that's where I'm doing my mind researches, my internal self researches, what to change in my life, to heal my wounds, or how to create healthier patterns, or how to help others, what kind of video to film, or when I'm downloading inspiration for my art, I need to be alone, and when I'm painting, I'm alone. When I'm doing my work, I'm alone, and I feel good about it. But then there are times where I feel when I feel that I just need to go visit people, I need to spend some time with people. So if we stay connected with our internal feeling, we will always know what to do, what is the right thing to do, when to go to those crowded places and when to be alone. So always just follow your feelings, and that's how you will create a greater balance in your energy body. The last thing that we'll be talking today about, the last sign that you're an empath, is that, like I mentioned so many times today, you need a lot of time to recharge. So this is a sign that you're an empath. You need a lot of time to be alone. You need a lot of time to listen beautiful music. You need a lot of time to create your things. Maybe you're an artist, maybe you're a truly creative person, and you like to spend a lot of time doing your craft because that's what is raising your energy, that's what is fulfilling you, that's what is recharging you. So if that is you, you need a lot of time recharging your batteries, you're an empath. So it is not good or a bad thing. Often people say, as I mentioned before, that it's a curse because we are so sensitive. But it's actually, everybody who's an empath is a great healer. We just need to evolve in those areas. We need to recognize how to protect our energy, how to invest our energy to help others. And we need to learn to set boundaries. We need to learn to say no. We need to learn to protect our energies. Often when you're going to crowded places, you can imagine like around you there's a shield of light. And everybody who will come close to your light will be touched by your energy. Do not think that people are draining your energy. Think about how much or how many people you're touching with your energy. And it's important for empaths to know that it would be great to think about how to serve, like finding hobbies maybe, or even a job where you can serve people, where you can help others. So if you don't know what it is, set some intentions. And you will see sooner or later some synchronicities will happen and you will meet the right answers. And slowly life will start guiding you to the right directions where you will meet the insights and you will meet the answers. You will meet everything you need to know. And through the time you will become better with protecting your energy, with setting the boundaries. Maybe read a certain book which can help you about setting the boundaries. And you will see that actually being an empath is a great thing. It is truly beautiful, beautiful blessing because you're able to sense so much more and life can become much, much more meaningful. And you can truly start using your sacred energy for healing yourself and for healing others. And to me, that's truly beautiful. So, my friends, this is it for today. I'm sending you all love, blessings, and lots of power. If you would love to learn to paint with me, go and check out my other YouTube channel. The link is in the description below. Art Time is the name of it. And I hope you've enjoyed today's Phoenix, rising from the ashes, painting. Thank you for supporting my art in my Etsy shop. I draw my passion. You're all truly appreciated. Till next time, one love.